You're listening to an Ancient Wisdom Hacks production, The Iliad for Content Creators by Arthur Isidore. Chapter 1. Summon the Muse, Finding Your Core Narrative. Sing, O goddess, the wrath of Achilles, Peleus' son, that brought infinite sorrows upon the Achaeans. Homer does not open with exposition, weather reports, or a history lesson. He begins with a plea for voice, purpose, and focus. The very first word is sing. The very first theme is wrath. From that invocation springs the North Star of the entire epic. Before spears clash or gods descend, we are anchored in one driving force. Today's creators face different battlefields, social feeds, search rankings, podcast charts, but the rule remains the same. Without a core narrative, content drifts, audiences wander, and even passion leaks away. Calling upon the muse is not about magic or luck. It is about locking on to a singular tension, a charged emotion so clear that every creative decision aligns beneath it. Your first ritual begins with raw honesty. Find the frustration, excitement, or curiosity that refuses to let you rest. Let your mind roam free for 10 minutes, writing whatever surfaces without censor or filter. Maybe you find yourself raging against opaque bureaucracy, or you're captivated by lost recipes, or you ache to show readers a brand of humor they've never heard. Those messy notes are your heat source. Next, distill the fire into a two-word pairing. Homer's sing and wrath fuse action with object. You might test verbs like reveal, reclaim, decode, spotlight, paired with nouns like secrets, stories, injustices, or margins. Experiment until a phrase snaps into focus. Reveal forgotten city legends, decode medical jargon that shames, reclaim humor for overlooked voices. From that pairing, sculpt a single, punchy sentence that names your mission and your audience. Think in terms of impact and scope. Unearth forgotten city legends so locals feel at home in their own streets. Decode financial jargon so first-generation entrepreneurs outwit debt. Feel the tension of your words. They should roll off the tongue like a mantra you can speak in the quiet before you begin. Once you have your core sentence, test it like a compass. Hold every content idea to its light. Does a topic advance, illustrate, or challenge that single tension? If not, set it aside. Speak your sentence aloud 3 times, listening for clunks or flat spots. A spoken phrase lodges in memory more firmly than any headline. A hero's backstory gives the wrath line context. Achilles is Peleus' son, burdened with destiny. You need your own 3-part mythos: origin, transformation, horizon. Recall the moment you stumbled onto your calling, translating your mother's bills at midnight or devouring ancient cookbooks on a dusty shelf. Show how you honed your craft through late-night experiments or mentorships. Finally, cast your gaze to the future, the change you dream to make, the community you long to build, the legacy you hope your words leave. Weave these threads into a fireside paragraph that sounds like you around a hearth sharing secrets, not a resume entry. Trim every buzzword, let your authentic voice shine, then shrink it into a social media tagline. Former child translator decoding medical jargon for patients everywhere. The form shifts, but the essence remains. Memorability is your litmus test. Share your sentence with a trusted peer. If they can recite it the next day and feel its charge, you know it's sharp. If only crumbs remain, pare it down. Swap weak nouns for concrete ones. Inject a spark of emotion, outrage, wonder, delight. Finally, ritualize your invocation. Record a voice note of your phrase and play it before every session. Keep a small token on your desk, a stone, a pen, a trinket that you touch as you recite your line. These micro rituals prime your mind, channeling focus and intention before you create. Homer's opening line echoed through centuries because it was simple, bold, and electric. Your audience waits across screens, hungry for a voice they can follow into new territory. Summon your muse by finding your wrath line, crafting your mythos, and making it the utterance that guides every step. With that core narrative blazing at your side, even the most chaotic creative path becomes a journey with purpose. Ancient Wisdom Hacks is a Gorilla Mongoose Studios project. For more in-depth hacks, go to ancientwisdomhacks.com.